malt liquor has an effect on people that cause them to do things that they wouldn't normally do, make them act strange, make them be violent, and that violence comes to the community. So alcohol altogether is just not good when you start thinking about a 12-year-old getting a drink.
Did you know alcohol alters your perception of taste?
Did you know your breath smells?
Did you know alcohol blurs your vision?
Did you know it numbs your touch?
Did you know you say things I don't want to hear?
1 out of 4 teenagers in Georgia reports drinking alcohol.
Underage drinking costs Georgia citizens $1.4 billion on average.
Did you know alcohol is a drug?
This message was brought to you by Learn to Grow.
Again, thank you all for being here. I've been looking forward to this conversation for the last couple of months. I want to hear what some of our adults have to say about alcohol advertisements and how the advertisements are geared toward our young people, this kind of thing. Who wants to start off the conversation?
Well, I would like to say alcohol advertisement, when you look at the different posters, billboards that you see in our communities that is all geared towards alcoholism. You will see the young lady on the billboard looking really sexy, having a drink of Cavassier, and the image that a lot of our young ladies see when they look at that, and young men, they're like getting the images in their minds daily. Once they, getting to walk into school, they look at the billboard, and by the time they get to be 18 years old, or either in as young as 12 years old, they continue to have these images in their minds. And they are constantly thinking about, I wonder what that Cavassier tastes like. I wonder what Coke 45 tastes like. Because I have seen these images all my life when I go into the local stores. I don't know, in my community we have stores where they actually put the posters right in the front of the store, so that's all they see, how much a beer costs, or Coke 45, or I always say Coke 45 because that's malt liquor. They advertise a lot of malt liquor in our areas for some reason. And you'll see a lot of celebrities now that are advertising their own liquor, like P. Diddy, Ludacris. You got all these different alcohols now that's geared towards these celebrities that our teens relate to. When they see them rapping, singing these songs and stuff like that, and they say, oh, he makes some alcohol. I want to try that. I want to try P. Diddy alcohol. I want to try Ludacris alcohol. And it's other celebrities that have drinks or whatever like that. But these images are strong images that people don't realize. You see them and it makes you want it. It's just like even if you're looking at a food commercial. If you're looking at McDonald's when you first get up in the morning, they got a commercial come on, make you want to go get you some McDonald's. These things get inside of your spirit. The more you see them, the more you want them. So, and it's really kind of bad because we see all these images a lot in, I'll say, the black communities, Hispanic communities, low-income communities. And, malt liquor has an effect on people that cause them to do things that they wouldn't normally do, make them act strange, make them be violent. And that violence comes to the community. So alcohol altogether is just not good when you start thinking about a 12-year-old getting a drink.
Let's see, you said the first one. You see the guy with the girl with the dress on, with the whatever, looking, you said sexy. So the advertisement show just, I guess, supposed to be the fun side of it.
Yeah.
But it don't show the consequences. Because for me, what I tell my daughter is, like you said, why the girl got to look sexy? Because you get drunk, you drinking, it's gonna alter your mind. And they already letting you know you're looking sexy, it's gonna lead to some unwanted sex.
Yeah.
So if you start teaching the kids how to analyze what they're seeing, what's the message that you're giving? You got
Exactly.
this little bitty dress, tight, whatever, The guys, the boys thinking to get the girl with the cute dress on that I have to be drinking this type of vodka or this and that. So is it you that's getting the girl or is it the vodka that's getting the girl?
Ah,
So, but those posters and stuff are in the other neighborhoods because it's the higher price. If you had, they associate with money, success, a drink, and you get the girl
yeah.
for the guy. So if you have a guy, a little boy, black, white, whatever, he looking at the sexy girl, and he see the guy. You know how James Bond, the martini. They all go in the package. So the message to get the kids to realize the whole message and where it ends up, what it's going to end up, and why you have to have that drink.
The bigger picture.
Right.
Looking at the whole picture instead
And
of
then
just,
it's, like you said, it's there. You think everything is, I got to have a drink. You said the malt liquor, but they don't know the difference between the beer and the malt liquor.
That's
You
right.
know that it's two different things. So as much as you educate what types, then the education on what it's actually doing. My daughter just came back from one of the top schools in the nation. They had a champagne party where everybody get a bottle of champagne instead of the beer, chilled, the clear. They with the champagne. Well, so I asked her, well, what kind of champagne? I ain't asked her, did you do it? I just asked her, what kind did you drink? Because I'm not going to put it past you that you going to. And she said, I didn't drink none. Said, because even when you went to the party, the people was coming out the door, falling down. And so she could see the results of what was going on.
oh,
So although we say, well, we know you're going to drink, okay, I'm gonna let you have your first drink at home. If I'm gonna let you have your first drink at home, then we need to be talking about everything that's gonna happen with this drink. If I'm gonna say, okay, I want you to learn how to drink with me, then you might as well go ahead and pull out the Alka-Seltzer,
okay.
Pepto-Bismol, the
Yeah.
aspirin.
Because they don't know the side.
Yes, the Tylenol, everything else that comes along with that drink. Because sometimes I get the fact that let me introduce you to it, because parents sometimes want to see how you're gonna act. I'm gonna teach you if you're gonna drink or you want to think you want to drink, then I'm gonna show you how to handle your liquor or whatever.
Drinking responsibly.
But then you got to give her all the rest of it.
You gotta give the other consequences.
Right. Let me go on and
The
lay it
good
out.
consequences and the bad consequences come with it.
Right.
And
The
you don't lay it out.
whole picture. Just hold it. If you're gonna have that, drink the beer, then lay all the rest of the stuff up and put the condoms on there. Gonna put the number to the clinic. Because if you drink too many and you end up with the wrong people, then just go on and lay it all the way down the line of what could happen. And you might want to put the Pampers on the table.
And the risky behaviors that come with it.
And the expensive milk, don't forget that now, because
Right. Just,
grandmama, granddad ain't buying it. You had it, you take care of it. I'm sorry.
so,
And I help you to a certain extent, but this is what you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? So
The biggest
take
part,
care of your responsibilities.
we didn't
Exactly.
even mention about the alcohol poisoning.
mhm.
That's
Exactly.
like to the total extent, but I mean,
When you drink too
alcohol
much,
poisoning is serious because it can kill you.
oh mama, I'm sick, and you go to throwing up and it ain't nothing but the clear yellow, greenish looking. You
Okay,
don't
all
see
this
no
can
food
kill
in
you,
that.
right?
Yeah.
All this stuff can kill you, right?
Yes.
So why don't they put more positive stuff out there for the young
Because
people.
9 times out of 10, positive don't sell.
You're trying to sell.
They gotta get more out there. They just putting positive out there and
positive.
all the negative out there. Overflowing everything. What about the positive? They gotta put the positive out there more and more and more.
Yeah.
Putting the positive
They're
out
not
there
gonna,
really
that's for us to do.
put it in a young person's mind and be like, well, okay, then I can do that. Get more
the answer right
here.
here.
Showing more and more and more and more and more and more positive stuff. They keep showing the negative stuff. They gonna be like,
Well, they show the negative stuff as positive. So my question is,
yeah, it's tricking them.
Tell me you can't go dancing, you can't dance without the liquor.
Drinking, right.
You can't dance without. So they make them think that
You need the liquor to dance.
But the whole thing is that you try
that's where we come in and interact. You can have a good time
Without drinking.
alcohol.
Exactly.
You can dance, you can party, you can dance to Ludacris, you can dance to P. Diddy, but you don't have to have his drink in your hand.
Right.
Exactly.
And to that point, that's why we always try to promote the positive.
Right.
In our PSAs that your children are doing with us, it's all about positive stuff.
Right.
You know, we can tell them not to do something, but we also got to tell them what to do or what to replace that with and everything. We just can't say don't do it.
Right.
There has to be some other conversation that's had and everything.
Right.
I just heard one parent say, listen, you can still dance. You can still look good without having a drink in your hand. That's something that the media is portraying.
Right.
But now remember, as parents, and I've heard this a couple times this morning already, that's where you guys come in.
Right.
That's where you guys come in. Because remember that your children are listening to you and they listen to you first. So it's the message that you are putting out there to your children, that's the one that's going to stick. Now you might say, well, you know, I've told my kid, you know, this a couple times and everything. Well, think about this, y'all. While your children are out at school, listen to the radio, on the internet, they are bombarded with other messages. So don't say I'm tired of telling my kids don't do this. Say it over and over and over
As much as they're putting it out, we have to put it out.
You got to put it out.
You got to drill it in them. You got to drill it in them.
Over and over and
If you
over.
don't
As
drill
much
it
as
in,
the
then they ain't
media
gonna never learn.
is
They
putting
ain't
forth the
never know
effort
what's
to
going
make
on.
sure that our kids get their message, we need to make sure at home, like you say, repetitiously, that they get the message. Because when you look at alcohol and you look at smoking, those are legal things that are put in place that's supposed. Now you think if it's legal, it should be positive.
Right. That is a
Okay. So you follow what I'm saying? So this is supposed to be a positive thing because hey, I can go and buy it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't have to go around the corner to get no crack, go get no reefer. I can go and get those two are the most #1 killers: the smoking and the alcohol. And I can
go right
actually
inside the
buy.
store and
But the
get
thing
that.
about it is that if we teach our children, if we're advocating for our children,
One at a time, come on.
if we're advocating for our kids and they see this in place with us and they're learning, then that's for them to go out and tell their friends.
Exactly.
Because I know my daughter friends, my 20-year-old, one of her friends drank, but see, she drinks with her mother. She's been drinking a long time. My daughter, now I went out one New Year's with my daughter. She was my designated driver, and I got wasted. And she sat at the bar and ate her hot wings and drank pineapple juice. You know, that was her time because I worked there, so she could do whatever, you know. But she showed me where she knew what was right and wrong, regardless of what I was doing, regardless of whatever anybody around her doing. So I think if we build, everybody not gonna be leaders, but at a certain point we need leaders in every child to say, that ain't right, I'm not gonna do that. And once we build that, then they're next to somebody else and they can influence them. It has to be a chain reaction, like an epidemic. But we build it in the house. We got to get strong in our own homes first.
That's right.
I agree.
That's right.
We got so many people out there, you know, with my daughter, I'm not going to say she ain't going to drink. I'm not going to say, you know, but right now, she's so focused on being this lawyer and I got to keep my grades up because if they falter, then that was my money for school. She got her head on.
A child that comes from an alcoholic family is more likely to become an alcoholic than not. I didn't say it was preordained to be. I said it was more likely.
Those are statistics.
Because that's the environment that child came from.
Yo, what's up, T? Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. Cool, man. Hey, man, you know it's a banging party going right now. Yeah. I'm ready to go right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look, I'm ready to party, but you've been drinking, man. Yeah. Let's just take a cab. A cab? Come on, man. All right, man, let's do it. Oh, you got cab fare, right? I got it. Let's do it, man.
Remember that we got peer pressure, we got the media. It was just been described that, you know, if you drinking and it's gonna make you dance better. It's gonna make you look better. It's gonna make you get the girls. Now that's already been said out here this morning. So there are other factors involved in that. Now this is where I want to go with this. What all are we doing? Because I just heard a couple things from minutes ago about, you know, my child is in don't want to be a lawyer. My child want to do this. We got one parent this morning, and I want her to announce this again. And everything for the record. Just want a serious scholarship. Just going to school and everything. And listen, you know, that needs to be shouted across the room.
Yes, it does.
So here's my point. What is it that we are doing as parents today that how we are helping our young people to steer clear from? Now remember, it was also mentioned that alcohol is legal.
Right.
Alcohol is a drug. Now if you don't leave him with nothing, no other knowledge today, know that alcohol is a drug. It just happens to be a legal drug.
Right.
Now, what are we doing at home? Not only at home, but in our circles that help our young people to be successful. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Keeping them busy.
Keeping them busy doing what?
Putting them Boy Scout, Girl Scouts, gymnastics, karate, swimming team,
Positive things.
tennis, golf,
I got
basketball,
one of my
baseball,
daughters.
soccer.
My oldest daughter.
Wait. He's talking. Then we come around.
Baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, everything they want to do, let them do it. Like you say they can't do it, then they don't want to do it. Just make them do what they want to do.
But encourage them when they find something they like to do. Encourage them. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Well, the lady that just got a daughter that has the scholarship. We want to hear about some of the things that you were doing.
Some things I did was keep them involved, what they're interested in. It's like a list of what you want to do. There's a list of things that I want to introduce you to. Not that I'm going to make you do it, but I just want to introduce you to it. And then I was real stuck on the environment. So if I couldn't afford this, I'm going to put you in the Boys and Girls Club. I'm going to put you somewhere where you're going to get some stuff. And then I set the expectation. I told my kids from the start, they started school, you don't make no C. Don't bring me home. You can see your way around anything, but if you brought home a C, I better see you earn. You have to earn a seat in my house. That means you was up late studying and you was tutoring and you was doing all this, and the best you could do, you had to really earn that seat. As I tell them, you can learn it. All you do is learn it. Learn it. So far I ain't got a C yet. I haven't got a C yet. But your expectations, and then I tried to be honest, like my mom was me. This is your history. This is your family. You know, if you live in low income, it's because I didn't do something. Maybe my mama didn't do something, but you can do something. So I believe in the ignorance that a lot of our people allow children to be in. That, okay, I'm living here just because I want to live. No, I'm living here because of some decisions and choices I made, but you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
And this is how you don't want to do it. I don't know how to handle my money. So I want you to be sure you take economics. So you'll know how to handle your money. If we start teaching our children some of the things, letting them know what was the consequence, I believe in letting them know what the consequences is. You know, if I'm drinking all the beer, I love beer, that's why I can't get rid of this stomach right now. Because of the beer I might have drunk when I was 19 and 20. So I believe in teaching them that if we are in the environment, this environment, that ain't the world. So let's get out of the world. Let's get out in exposure to that. And those expectations, I don't expect for you to be bad. My son who stuttered came home to my mama, I can't talk. At 6, I said, boy, they're going to pay to hear you talk. Don't you ever tell me you can't speak. And true enough, years later, people call on him to speak. So I think a lot of times it's the expectation. It's not like you said, you don't have a crutch. If your daddy is a fall down alcoholic, like I tell them, if I get strung out on drugs today, what they got to do with you?
Right.
That you know you have your own, because it's true. I mean, around us, and then the kid, and I expect the same thing from the people you bring in my house, the kids. So I'm asking the kids, well, what you want to do? The friends, the friends, and we can't control everything they do. But guess what? They friends know my expectation.
Right. I'm controlling my house. Your pants
right up. But everybody who come in contact with them, why not let them know your expectation of them too? So you know what? If my daughter best friend is failing class, why?
Well, you hanging around.
Well, no. Because if she got an A, why y'all ain't spending that time tutoring each other
to get an A for both?
Right. Because one gonna bring one the other way. Right. So either you gonna swing my child down with you, or she gonna swing you up with her.
Exactly.
So it's just, so our time is our expectation and what we sell for. What we sell for. That you know what? Okay, I can't. I done heard people say, well, I tried, I can't. They gonna do what they want to do anyway. Well, I don't have to make it easy. It's not gonna be easy.
Well, some of that you just said, can you tell us what your daughter got, so that she can continue her education?
She was awarded the Gates Millennium Scholarship, which is awarded to 1,000 kids a year, minority, and it will pay for her college through graduate school.
Let's give her a hand there.
That is huge.
That is huge.
So that means you're doing something right.
And she told me, and we cried about it, because she had her mama, well, I can't go to the party. Everybody, they went to this party, they at that party. I got to write this essay. And I told, but you'll be at the party.
Yeah.
You'll be able to party eventually, or go hang out. But right now, you got something to do.
Sacrifice.
You got something to do. So now, when you go to school for free and you don't have to work.
That's right.
You don't have to do the work study. And it's something, you now you can
balance it out.
So we go through that. Why? Well, the choice. Like you see, they made choices. So she'll say, now I told her when she came, we can go party now. Now you can go to the party. Because you didn't put your time in, you didn't did your work. So while everybody else was partying, even the smoking and the drinking, and I know some of the kids smoke, I smell it, and I don't bite my tongue. I'm telling the little boy, Tony, you been smoking. They don't want to know why you been smoking. Not don't beat them down that you ain't, but just tell me why. What you getting out of it? Sometimes we have those conversations. Well, pain, it just take the problems away. They have problems for real. Yeah. So what's your problem? Well, you know what? Instead of smoking, why don't you call me or talk to somebody? It's another way. Sometimes you have to give them different options of that.
That's excellent. Excellent. Okay, sir.
I say, I basically just talk to minds, talk to them, support them on the positive things that they're doing, and try my best to educate them on the negative things that they might hear about or might concern them. Just try to educate them about it.
And that's important, y'all. Listen, if your kid come to you with a question or with a concern, Don't brush them off. If you don't know the answer, go find the answer. Because they came to you. If you don't, after a while, they're going to stop coming to you.
Right.
They're going to start getting that information from somewhere else. We used to call it out in the street.
Right.
And most of the time, that's wrong information. So make sure that you all keep the lines of communication open. And if they're coming to you with questions, and for real, hey, if you don't know the answer, let them look at it. Honey, I don't know the answer right now. I'm looking. Come back to me in a little while and everything, because I'm gonna find the answer out.
Right.
You letting them know that you're concerned. You letting them know that you're listening to them, and you letting them know that look here, hey, you want to know the answer yourself.
Right.
Parents don't know all the answers, y'all. So don't even try to be sweating it like and let the kids think that y'all know all the answers, because you don't.
That's that village.
It does take a village.
When I became a single parent and I'm on a child, I said, oh, the Big Brother program, I call look, do you know such and such, or
right.
do you know, or how about this, or do you know somebody that know like the answer, or this situation, because kids come with so many different situations.
That's right.
You don't have a clue.
Right.
You know, this is my first time parent. So I set out intentionally to build a village around my kids.
You set your will to it.
Right.
That's excellent.
Police had clocked me and pulled me over. So he charged me with DUI. I went to jail. I had to stay in jail. Usually it's 3 days in jail. But I stayed in there one day and bailed myself out. And I said I had to pay a lot of money. I had to pay a fine of $1,100 fine just for off the ticket for DUI. Then I also had to pay $280 just to take the DUI class. Then I had to also pay $210 to get my license reinstated after I've taken the class. That's a lot of money. You gotta think about it. Man, $1,500 for a $3 drink? You know, that's crazy.